Hello, Mustang Luke 00 Luke Craft here, back with another GTA 5 PvP related video. But this isn't part of the three-part mini-series that I was talking about. It's nothing to do with the previous video. The three-part series that I was working on is still being worked on, and it takes place before this video. But the point of this video is, I joined a session and I noticed, well, what you just saw there on the map. There was an oppressor Mark II in the lobby, and he started heading up north. I thought maybe he was going to his facility or something. But then I realized there was a guy doing a cargo run, or a cargo resupply mission, in the same direction he's heading. And then I see that. And then that pops up onto the kill feed. I realize that this guy's going to need some help. I also realized that this car is horrible off-road. But I just got in the closest car that was near me in my facility, so I can get out of the facility as quick as possible. And then I call in my LF-22 to go assist this guy. And I lost what I was going to say there. I was thinking that, for some reason at the moment that business battle thing popped up, I was thinking that maybe that's what he was doing, but I realized no, because that would have popped up while I was in the facility. It would have given me some notification that that was happening. But either way, I was going to go assist him. I also looked at the map to see what was going on in that area, and I looked here to see the dude's gamer tag, rank, and whatever else. And he's actually quite a low rank. Only rank 52. And when I looked at the map, I noticed that the guy on the Oppressor Mark II wasn't moving from his spot. He was just waiting for the guy to collect his cargo again so he can come by and blow him up again. I realized later that he couldn't destroy the cargo simply because it was Smuggler's Run cargo. Can't destroy that, you can only steal it. But you can destroy the vehicle it's in. I keep checking the map to see if anything new is happening. I find the dude that got attacked, or I find his gamer tag in the contacts list on my phone so I can send the text real quickly. The text I sent him basically said, when I get there, get your cargo and go. I don't remember the exact text, but that's pretty much what it was. So I send him that, and then I get there as quick as I can. I know it doesn't seem like I'm doing it very quickly, but the LF-22, it glides and then it jumps to light speed and then goes back to gliding. I get my missiles ready, and unfortunately I realized that I didn't have chaff. You'll see right about here. Yeah, I deploy flares and then fire rockets at them. I had a lock on them for a split second, but didn't react quick enough. And because I missed, I fly up, gain a little bit of altitude, come back around. Again, forgetting I had chaff, I deploy the flares again. I should probably go get some chaff installed on this instead. I lock onto the NPC first, which is the main thing that messes me up here. Then lock onto him. And that happens. He only fired one rocket, luckily. But unfortunately it destroyed my rudder and my elevator, rendering this plane useless by this point. So I start up my MC so I can bail out and return the vehicle to storage so it doesn't get destroyed and I don't have to pay insurance for it. And I deploy my parachute pretty early. I deployed my parachute when I did, so I can get to the nearest road as quick as I could. And unfortunately, the nearest road was over on the other side of these mountains. After getting over these mountains, I was getting ready to call my mechanic and I accidentally actually called him, so I had to hang up and then call him again when I got to the road. If he had answered there, he would have just hung up. Once he picks up the phone, I call him my Stormberg, assuming the dude is going to call in his Oppressor Mark II again. Now, unfortunately, due to the terrain and the mountains and stuff, I wasn't able to help him quick enough. You'll find out what happens in a couple of minutes. Oh yeah, back to the yeah, my commuted most of the time. Anyways, honking my horn to let him know it's safe to get in the car, trying to let him in the car so I can help him get back to his whatever. He immediately marks it, which is a good thing, but I check my map anyways, just to see where it goes. First thing I gotta do is get distance on the guy with the Oppressor Mark II before he calls it back in. Don't want to jump over the train because I didn't want to go under the highway. I wanted to go onto the highway. Didn't have enough momentum to get onto the highway. And this is what I was talking about earlier when I didn't help him quick enough. He sent me a text message saying it was too late, but I wasn't gonna stop here. I was gonna get him as far as I could. Still, it is disappointing that a cargo griefer again got away with destroying or attempting to destroy someone's cargo and wasting some random guy's time. Look at my radar here. I noticed the cargo icon is gone. Letting go of the gas pedal, I slow down in disappointment. And then I receive this. And then join him, and I help him collect like 6 or 8 crates, however, for his hangar. Didn't put all of the crates and stuff into this video because nothing really interesting happened. It was just cargo runs. But I did post the PvP related stuff, which is what this is. This is a PvP or a cargo griefer whatever video. These are actually jets from the previous mission that we did. And strangely enough, they didn't self-destruct like they normally do. I was wondering why they didn't do it, and I also realized later on that I made a mistake by not taking one of these instead of the FH1 Hunter. Again, you'll figure out why I say it was a mistake not taking one of those instead of this in a few minutes. Alright, you just saw, I don't know if you were looking at it, but if you pay attention to the kill feed, you'll notice that that little bit of information there that just popped up. It would be a good idea to remember that. And again, pops up on the kill feed. I checked the player list to see who all is in the organization. I noticed 2 players. I think, okay, it's not going to be much of a problem. Then I noticed 2 fighter jets heading my way. I deployed chaff, still knowing that a Hunter doesn't stand much of a chance against 2 Hydras. I do what I can do in this situation and fire rockets at them until the Hunter ends up getting shot down. Even now, when the engine's beeping, I'm still trying to take these guys down. Unfortunately, I did not succeed at what I was trying to do there. Realizing that I would be trapped on the ground if I attempted to make a quick escape to another aircraft spawn position, I first seek cover, at the same time attempted to call in my Stormbird. Realizing that's really the only thing that I can do in this situation, it actually worked out pretty well. I run over to the side there, attempting to seek cover, and strangely enough, he crashed. I find that kind of hilarious that he crashed, because he couldn't pull out of a dive. The guy I'm helping fires a rocket to try and shoot him down, but unfortunately, those things, the homing launcher isn't very accurate. And would you look at that, a broomstick. Alrighty. Yet again, another broomstick on the ground in flames. That's a beautiful sight, isn't it? The other guy still in his jet attempts to go for another strafing run. Misses. I fail to lock on. So I decide to drive down the road, get a bit of distance. It might look like I'm fleeing, but I'm attempting to get distance on the jet so I have plenty of time to lock onto him. This is also a fairly open space, so there's a better chance that I can lock onto him, with the trade-off that he can also strafe or shoot me with his jet easier. But unfortunately he makes this decision. Right on the nose. Then I realize the other guy spawns in as Oppressor Mark II again, ends up shooting the guy down after he got the helicopter with the cargo in it. I drive up, I shoot him down. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to capture that. But I attempted to use Lester to go off radar, so I can grab the cargo and get him, and we can go to the hangar without them chasing us. But that doesn't work out. As you can see here, the other crate is on top of a house with no staircase, no ladder, or anything to climb up onto. Trying to figure out where the best position I can put my car against the wall is. Is my next option. For some reason, I think that's what he was trying to tell me to do here, put the car against the wall. So I put it against the wall here, and it was actually just high enough to climb up onto the roof and grab the crate. After that, I get in the car, he gets in the car, and we go. I attempt to call Lester again to go off radar, but there is a 3-minute cooldown. So I mentally prepare myself for the worst. And I expect them to come after me again on their oppressors or hydras or something, but strangely enough, they didn't pursue after this. So it was pretty much a smooth ride from here to Fort Zancudo. There were a couple players or one player that drives by. I wasn't really expecting him to do anything, but you never know. Taking a couple of detours here so we can make up for lost time. The helicopters following us I'm not really worried about because their small arms fire isn't going to do much to the Stormberg. I'm pretty much just focused on driving into the base. But I do lock on to one of them and I end up shooting it down. The other one doesn't really do anything. I think the guy that I was helping ended up shooting the gunners. I also realized that I was taking the long routes to the back entrance of Fort Zancudo. So I decided to take a detour here and just go through the front entrance, since that was a lot closer. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you did enjoy the video, please feel free to leave a comment down below, leave a like and subscribe, and with all that said and done out of the way, Invincible Fence is invincible, and have a nice day, and goodbye.